All-season tires don't have to be boring or lack performance, and the Falken Azenis FK460 All-Season is a great testament to that. Welcome to MartiniWorks Unbox, where we go ahead and cover tires, wheels, suspension, performance parts, anything that you would consider throwing on your car, and get you some education and some information on so you can make an informed decision on whether or not that part is going to work for you and the needs of you and your car. Today we're going to be going over this tire and covering its construction, going over its compound, its design, its wet and dry performance, and of course its price point, so you can know whether or not this tire is going to work for you. So starting off, let's go over the construction and breakdown of what makes the Falken Azenis FK460 All-Season. Just like any good all-season tire, the compound that is used to make this tire is going to have a heavy silica-infused compound into it. That's going to do a couple different things. It's going to help with wet performance, but it's also going to help with the overall temperature range that these things are going to perform in. So with all-season tires, typically you're going to want something that can handle hot summer days. Like here in Wisconsin, we have days that reach up to 100 degrees, but we also have days that dip down to like -30. Now, I'm not saying these are going to be ideal and -30-degree temperatures, which we'll cover in just a bit, but it is going to cover a wide range of temperatures. So let's say if you wake up in a spring morning and it's a little chilly out, but by the afternoon it's pretty warm, you're not going to have to worry about a difference in performance. It's going to cover it pretty well. Now, when we talk about performance out of an all-season tire, typically there's not much to cover, but with this there actually is. You still have a twin steel belt, twin casing design for this tire, giving it a good amount of rigidity, but still being comfortable enough to daily drive without any noise or any sort of weird like track performance tendencies that some other high performance tires have. You're going to be able to daily drive this perfectly fine. You're not going to be uncomfortable with it. But with that, you're still getting the rigidity and performance that you would expect out of a high performance tire. Now, taking a look at the overall tread design of this tire, this is where you can tell a lot of time was spent. There's a lot going on with the tread design in this tire. Starting off, it is an asymmetrical design, so you do have pretty much what I would consider dedicated zones when it comes to performance for, depending on which weather you're driving in, what kind of temperature you're driving in, whether it's snowing or raining or if it's dry. These different areas and zones of the tire are going to react differently to those conditions. As we look towards the center here, you're going to see a lot of different grooves and sipes, things for water evacuation, things for making the blocks maybe a little bit more rigid. There's a ton going on here. You have a ton, or a high sipe density area, I would say. You have a lot going on towards the center of the tire. Now, moving out towards the outside of the tire, you see where the performance side of things starts to come into play. You still have some pretty wide shoulder blocks on here to give you some cornering performance like you would see in an ultra high performance tire. So with that being said, talking about the dry performance of this tire, overall, you're not going to be obviously looking at anything nearly as grippy, I would say, as like the RT615K or some other ultra high performance tires from the Falken lineup. It is going to be a little less grippy in a sense, but that's because it can handle a larger variation of temperatures. With that still, you can still expect some sharp turn in confidence to the handling of this tire because of the construction and the wider shoulder blocks on it. You still get a decent amount of braking and acceleration performance. Like I said, you're just not getting the benefits of an ultra high performance tire. You're getting the benefits of an all-season performance tire, which of course is going to include some better wet and snow performance. Now, when it comes to all-season tires, we've said it before, we'll continue to say it, it doesn't truly mean all seasons. It means like light snow and rain. Typically up here in Wisconsin, all seasons will kind of get you by, but if you really want to excel during the winter months or places that you actually get a decent amount of snow, we would recommend getting a set of actual winter or snow tires. But if you live somewhere where maybe you're right on the edge of like the snow belt, you get snow every now and then, but it's like maybe like an inch or two or a light dusting, but you get cold temperatures, you get rain, and then you get some really hot days, all seasons are going to shine super well for you, and I think that's where this tire fits in really well, where it's something where on the nice days you can go rip around and have some fun and have some confidence in the performance that it's going to offer, but on the crappy days when you just need to drive to work and don't want to have to worry about hydroplaning on the highway, this is going to have you covered there as well. So where does all that put the FK460 All-Season price-wise in comparison to some of the other high-performance All-Seasons out there on the market? It puts it at a pretty competitive price range. You're looking at anywhere between $150 to $326 depending on the size, which is gonna range anywhere from 17 to 22 inches in diameters. Overall, I think that puts it at a really good value for a performance all-season tire, and honestly is a very good competitor to some tires like the DWS 06 Plus from Continental, and of course the Michelin Pilot Sport All-Season 4. All in all, making this a really good budget-friendly choice for those of you out there who have a car that you want to modify. Maybe you're putting some aftermarket wheels on it, you want to drive it a little bit more aggressively, but it's your only car and you drive it all year round. You don't live somewhere that gets a ton of snow, but you do experience all 4 seasons, and you just want something that's going to give you confidence to push the car a little bit, have some fun, fit the wheels that you need, maybe give a little bit of stretch to them, but still be comfortable enough to daily drive, and then of course have some fun with, and again, not really break the bank. So if you want to check out the Falken Azenis FK460 All-Season, you can do so over at MartiniWorks.com and check out all the options we have available over there, as well as maybe if a different tire from Falken or maybe some other brands might fit your needs better. We have all those. You can check them out over at MartiniWorks.com. Let us know which products you'd like to see us unbox or review here on the channel down in the comments below, and we'll see you later.